you've seen even big corporates, they know that when you want to discover what IoT can do for you, you need to start with simple things, because many corporates don't know that IoT can be an answer to the problem they do have. So they need to get solutions like a kit like this, or like different kind of onboarding solution that we're trying our ecosystem to create, that anyone can very easily discover the power of the IoT with just like a few sensors connected to Sigfox, and then just let the imagination do the rest. This morning we had Laetitia J, who gave you one of the secrets of the IoT. We've been looking for like the main use cases for a while, and it looks like we may have found one of the biggest ones, and it's about asset tracking. There was a strong focus on asset tracking this morning, and the fact that we're announcing Atlas Monarch is really in that direction. Now we're going to have someone whose company is really using asset tracking for their businesses and using Sigfox for asset tracking. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome the IoT technical specialist at Airbus, Maxime Sareva, who's going to have a talk around solving the global asset tracking challenge. Please help me welcome Maxime Sareva.
Hello everyone, my name is Maxime Sareva. I work at Airbus Commercial within the Digital Accelerator department, specialized in IoT, and I'm going to present you how Airbus solves the global asset challenge. The picture you've got in front of you provides you a good example of that challenge and how we can address it with, for example, the tracking of a trolley containing an engine pylon. First, I will give you some highlights regarding Airbus and those challenges and how we address the digital transformation journey. Airbus is headquartered in Toulouse and composed of Airbus Commercial, Defense and Space, and helicopters. Airbus is a leading company in aeronautics, space, and related services with a workforce of approximately 134,000 employees. Airbus Commercial has the mission to meet the need of airlines and operators by providing the most comprehensive and modern aircraft family. Workforce is approximately 54,000 employees, and the backlog of aircraft is around 6,700 aircraft, which represent 9 years of production at current rates. Airbus has 15 manufacturing and assembly lines in Europe, on top of which you can add assembly lines in Tianjin, China, and Mobile, Alabama. As the Airbus fleet continues to grow, you've got a takeoff and landing of Airbus every 1.4 seconds, which represent more than 25,000 daily flights. In order to follow this ramp-up of approximately 60 aircraft a month and to provide a better and better service, Airbus has articulated its transformation journey around 9 digital capabilities. Those ones are linked with each other and can be cloud, big data analytics, mobility, social networks, artificial intelligence, 3D printing, as well as IoT. IoT within the Airbus value chain is organized around 3 main domains, which are the supply chain and logistics that I'm going to present, engineering and manufacturing, where the aim is to move from a classic model, simulate, test, so design, simulate, and test, to a more dynamic shop floor execution. And finally, connected product, directly linked to the end product, such as an aircraft, as well as its entire ecosystem, such as air traffic control, airlines, operators, and passenger experience. For the logistic challenge, the aim is to improve our supply chain, which is interfaced with almost 8,000 suppliers. So the aim of this logistic challenge is to be able to show location on the map of the things you want to track with its associated status. The aim is to really show that location on the map viewer to be able to know where the asset is and where it was with the history of movements. Thanks to that, we can increase the visibility of assets and generate alerts based on the status of the part. Is it entering a zone? Is it leaving a zone? Or is it immobile for a while so you can get notified by SMS or email? Thanks to all that data that we can analyze, we can then improve our transport time and supply chain end-to-end, reduce the search time of an asset by more than 70%, and with such a system, able to localize indoor and outdoor, we basically have the right asset at the right place and at the right time. Those things could be trolleys, containers, boxes, as well as tools, any kind of things that we want to localize. The system is deployed on all Airbus sites, including United Kingdom, Germany, France, and Spain. As it touches a big part of Airbus, which is a supply chain, it provides very significant benefits which are transversal between Airbus and the suppliers. A successful IoT service takes into account all the different business requirements and constraints of the different technologies. And for that, we have basically studied all the different components of the solutions and key elements, which are the network, where we want something global in order to cover Europe and also the rest of the world. A tracking device matching the different business requirements with a long battery autonomy of several years, with a good location accuracy of approximately 20 meters outside using GPS, and zoning level while indoor using Bluetooth Low Energy beacons. And a device not too big to be easily to have an easy integration on the different assets. The cost and maturity aspects were very important in terms of network fee, software license, and the tracking device itself. Our system went live beginning of the year, and a few thousands of devices are already in service. How does it work? In order to meet the different autonomy requirements and cost targets, we have defined a special algorithm aiming at providing enough data to track the things, but not too much, so some limitation in order to match the cost and the autonomy targets. For that, we have defined events such as a start of move, end of move, and intermediate positions. It provides enough data to track, and you will see that in the next screens. As soon as an event is recorded, the device will gather the different signals from the GPS constellation and the Bluetooth Low Energy beacons, which are locally deployed. Then the device will calculate itself its location, sends the GPS coordinates and sensor data to the network, which transfers that to Airbus, which allows us to display the location on a map. It's easy as that. The pictures you've got in front of you provides a good example of how we track things from Airbus from different Airbus sites. So, for instance, on the left, from Toulouse to Hamburg, with all the different intermediate position, stop, start, stop, start, intermediate position. Or on the right, from a site, Airbus site in Nantes to our supplier in Portugal. We've got as well local movements between the different Airbus sites. So, for instance, in Toulouse, from the different factories to our main logistics centers. On the bottom, it's in North Germany between the different Airbus sites and suppliers. And on the right, with from south of Spain to Madrid. Finally, our main objective for the next steps is an extension in terms of country, so going worldwide, because the supply chain is not only Europe for us, it's everywhere. Increase the number of Airbus sites covered. Increase the number of assets and types of assets, so basically extend the solution to tools, aircraft on the ground, flight test equipment, anything we want to track. And finally, provide a more extensive service regarding the measurements and function of the device. So basically track temperature, humidity, vibration, shocks, and so forth. Thank you.